Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for the big one, Manchester United against Liverpool. I can't say I'm not nervous for this one now. Looking at the lineups, I am very, very nervous. It's half a team, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's half a team. And if you look at the bench, if the lads on the pitch don't win it, the bench ain't going to win it for us, are they? It's a real problem for Liverpool today. That said, listen, we've got a great record against United at Old Trafford in the Premier League. I think they've only beat us once in the last 7 or 8 years. It's, we'll do okay. I don't think we'll be disgraced. But would I take a point now going into this one with the lineup? No, I wouldn't. We're going to do it. We're still going to do it, even with the lineup. We're going to do them today. Come on, we're better than these. Even with... do you know what? Here's the beautiful thing about this, right? Here's the wonderful thing about this. If United don't beat us now, it's humiliating for them. They've got their full strength crew out. Full strength, right? Full strength crew versus our B team. We've got our third choice keeper. Got most of our academy on the bench. No Salah, no Isak, no Ekatike. Like, come on. We've got nothing. No Conor Bradley at right back. We're kind of putting Curtis Jones there as a make-do option. Just a fucking patched up squad. Let's be honest. If United don't win, it is humiliating for them. Let's remember that. That is what it is today. If United fail to win, it's humiliating for them. Absolutely humiliating. But how are we doing in the chat? Anyway, good to see everyone in the chat. Roderick, how's it going? Coventry fan 28. How's it going? Montessuts says, I'm going for a 2-1 win. So, you're Coventry fan. Rubes, how's it going? Sarah, lovely to see you. Who else are we missing? Callum, Johnny, Sarah, Jackson. Manu will take this one 1-0. Jellyfish says the Old Trafford crowd on your backs. Madhouse says Key throwing in the towel this early. Come on, Key, be a man. I am not throwing the towel in. No chance of I throwing the towel in. But I am also just acknowledging the fact that United should beat us. They should beat us with half a squad. They absolutely should beat us. Not only is it the worst bench we've possibly... I think it's not even the worst bench we've named all season. Like, questionably, it definitely is. It's comfortably the most inexperienced bench maybe anyone has named in the Premier League this season. So, like, should they wipe the floor with us? No. Should they beat us, though, today? Yes, with their squad and ours? Yes, they absolutely should. No excuses here. No excuses from United. Fail to win. It's an absolute disaster from them. An absolute disaster. What are we saying, mate? Good to see you. Football Edit says, please beat them. Danny B, are you from Manchester? I'm not, mate. No, I'm not from Manchester. LJ, hi guys, just popping in quickly. United have been more lucky with players' fitness. Liverpool, unfortunately, not. Slaughter's picked a lineup I would have picked. That's it. Yeah, I think we've got to pick this lineup. Arne Slot really couldn't pick anything else. There's just no other alternative for him with this lineup. Mr. Edwards, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. No Salah, running down the wing. Fully expect my team to win today, especially with the players Liverpool have missing. And you know what? If you do, then I'll hold my hands up. However, wouldn't it just be humiliating if you didn't? And wouldn't that just torque your jaw a little bit? Wouldn't it just be fantastic if United, of all days today, with Liverpool with half a team out and a bench that would be astonishingly poor in the SPL, this would be a real win for Liverpool if we were to win here and go third, by the way. Oh, wow, this would be even better than the 7-0. If we were to scum a win here, 1-0, This would be better than the 7-0 with the team we have. It's a has to win for United. It's an essential for United to win this one. Alistani says, I'm fuming. Someone has leaked Isak being injured to the Sun. Who in the club would leak to them? It might not necessarily have come from the club. Yeah, it might not necessarily have come from the club. They literally film training sessions. They use drones. They fly over the training sessions and everything. You never know. There's all sorts of tactics that the Sun and various other rag newspapers will use. Scouse B, Callum who spent 500. Oh, Scouse, listen, don't even try and argue with divvies like that. You can't argue with stupid. You can't. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. You cannot argue with stupid. Anyone who's throwing that, oh, they spent 500 million, worst champions ever. Liverpool. Yeah, all right. Get back to Roblox. Get back to Roblox. User 462, if we don't win, maybe a bit of a drubbing would be the best to copper fasten the Slot departure. Slot's going nowhere. No, we want Slot next year. Bluey says, last time we played rivals at Old Trafford against United. Oh, sorry, against City, they got battered. We always show up in big games. Well, I mean, yeah, you should do. You should do. You've only played about 12 games all season. It's easy when you get, a fortnight in between games. All of your players are super well rested. Dead well rested. It's easy. It's easy when you're playing like that. PA776, what, not going to this game either, Key? What makes you think Liverpool don't need to win and United do? Liverpool don't need to win given, I think, where we are and where United are. Yeah, Liverpool have we've had a completely different season to United. I think we've had a lot more knocks than you guys have. I think United have a better squad than Liverpool do at this moment in time. So yeah, to be honest, I thought that about Christmas time. I'd have said the same. United have got the better squad. Look at the bench. Look at the fact that they only have to play one game a week. That's a big factor. So they absolutely have to win. Liverpool, I think a draw here wouldn't be a dreadful result. A draw here would not be dreadful. User 462, who wants Slot next year? Me. Yeah. Any Liverpool fan with a brain. Yeah. Callum Ellsby, not been great champions though, have you? No, great champions generally retain, but if you look at in the past, in Premier League history, there's very few champions, very few who've gone on to retain it. That's why it's so difficult. So yeah, Liverpool, not great champions, no, but I've never professed we were. I don't think we're dreadful champions either. We're not terrible champions. Win today, we go third. Not terrible, especially when you consider all of the things that have happened throughout the season. Both centre-forwards, long-term freak injuries. Both right-backs, long-term freak injuries. Centre-back gets an ACL on his debut. Mo Salah, massive drop-off. Not to mention fucking our centre-forward dying in the summer. Like, a whole host of things together, collectively, that you would say maybe on their own wouldn't have destroyed a season. But collectively together, yeah, they're a massive variable. A huge variable. Mike Krengle says 2-2. I'll take 2-2 now. Take that now. Callum says, would you try and cash in on Isak this summer and try and get a better striker? You're not going to get a better striker than Alexander Isak. He's one of the best strikers in the world. Don't think anyone... You're not going to find a better striker than Alexander Isak. Johnny says, Brighton 1, Everton 5. The result that created a domino effect on Leicester's massive downfall. I'm currently in the airport watching the stream. Well, enjoy. Wherever you're flying to, Johnny. Enjoy. Sarah says, no, Key, come on, that's your view. Not all want Slot. I'm not saying all want Slot, but I think the only people who want him, fervently, get him out, I don't think we'll ever see eye to eye from a football perspective. I can understand some people think... I can't understand anyone who thinks sack the manager after the season we've had. I can't. I'm not even going to say it. I can't. I'm totally on board with everyone can have their opinion. Of course you can. But it is a very silly opinion if you're saying sack Slot. It is. I'll argue that till I'm blue in the face. LFC Ab, what do you think about the starting 11? It's as good as we could have picked, really. It's about as good as we could have picked. DC says most of your fan base want the manager gone. I don't remember that poll being taken, for one. I don't remember that poll. I certainly wasn't a part of it anyway. Joe, have you seen Howe staying? I have, yes. I absolutely have. Good news for Newcastle fans. Liverpool don't sack managers like everyone else does. They kept Brendan Rodgers for a while. Listen, yeah, Rodgers was a very similar situation, albeit he hadn't done what Slot did in that he'd won a league a year before. So I think Slot deserves at least the same grace that Rodgers did. Rodgers got another chance. He got another little bit of time to make it right. And he got that having failed to win a league. That was under the same owners as well. But Arne Slot won a league title and has had to put up with far more than Brendan Rodgers ever did, and yet some fans still want him gone. It's actually nothing to do with the football. It's nothing to do with the results. The fans who want him gone for silly reasons. They want him gone because he's not Jurgen Klopp. They want him gone because he doesn't hug the players. They want him gone because he doesn't fist bump the crowd. They want him gone because he's not quite as charismatic in the interviews as they'd like him to be. That's what it is. It's nothing to do with the football. It's nothing to do with the results. That is all an absolute act. It's nothing to do with that. Anytime you talk to a Liverpool fan who wants Slot gone, it's entirely to do with, well, they might argue, they might say it's the football, they might say it's the points and the results and the 20 losses. But 20 losses, you could, irrespective of 20 losses, we're going to be, if we win today, we're third. Even with 20 losses. Even with 20 losses. What are we saying? G. Lawrence think they want him gone due to a terrible title defence, mate? No, not really, no, because again, terrible title defence is a subjective opinion. There's been far, far worse terrible title defences. I actually don't think we were ever geared up for a title defence anyway, to be honest. I think at the start of this season, I'm not sure it was ever really taken seriously that Liverpool were gonna actually compete in challenging them for the title. Not with the squad we had. What are we saying? What's your prediction? Be honest. I only know one way to be, and honesty is that way. And I think it's going to be 2-2. 2-2, I'm saying. Mikkel Hansen, what would be the alternative to Arne Slot anyway? The shelf with top managers available is pretty empty. Again, the people who want Xabi Alonso, it's mind-numbing. It's absolute nonsense to me. Let's get Xabi in. Yeah, let's get Xabi in, the guy who wanted to leave us for Arsenal. Let's get Xabi in, the guy who wanted to leave us for Madrid. Let's get Xabi in, the guy who Arne Slot has beaten 3 times as Liverpool manager. Let's get Xabi Alonso in, the guy who's just been sacked at Real Madrid. Come on. Like, anyone arguing seriously that Xabi Alonso is a better option than the guy who's actually won a league title with us last year? It's madness. Craziness. King Kong, are you mad? The team under Klopp's would play better. Yeah, but Klopp's not a manager anymore, and comparing Slot to Klopp is not helpful. PDM says, good afternoon, Key. Still believe it's going to be 2-2 today? Me too, yes, me too. U10 says, Key, one of my worries with keeping Slot for next season is his final season. And if the signings we make in the summer don't work, I think it could be worrying. I think there's a real possibility that Slot will be offered a new contract. I hope they do give him a new contract. But I would say that he's not making the signings anyway. Again, it's a big, like, red flag that a lot of people seem to think Arne Slot makes the signings at Liverpool. He's got nothing to do with the signings at Liverpool. He's not responsible for the signings. He's not responsible for them. He gets given players. He's a coach. He's not a manager. Teaching Tony says AC Milan down 2 and with a red card. Yes. Yes, Sassuolo. Exceptional. Headlock, I don't think Slot is doing bad at all. He's not. No, he's not. Adam says, not trolling, what is Slot's identity? And can Liverpool provide him with players that fit that? His identity is the same at Feyenoord. It's the same as it was last year. And unfortunately, this year, we have stripped him of the things he needs, which is pace in wide areas. In fact, it's not just the thing Slot needs, it's the thing all managers really need to win games of football. If you are a manager and you don't have pace in wide areas, generally speaking, you'll find it really, really difficult to win games of football. Liverpool don't have pace in wide areas. We can't stretch the pitch. And therefore, we condense the middle, which means Wirtz gets a load of, limited space. Let's call it that. Limited space in actually ways to operate. And he needs that space. For Wirtz to be effective, we need to have two high, wide wingers who get their boots white. That's the problem we've got at Liverpool. And I fully expect, we'll see two wingers coming in the summer. What has to happen next season for it to be a great season for Slot, in your opinion? I think we need to have another very, very big window. We've got to sign another 6 or 7 players, just like we did last summer. 6 or 7 went last summer. 6 or 7 go again this summer. That's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need. Sarah, change the background. United. Key, change the background. United are at home. It should be white. Oh, go on then. We'll change it to white. Go on, we'll change it to white. Hang on. There you go. There you go. We're white. We've gone white for the away kit. Ian says, what do you think of the person who's leaked the Isak story to the rag? Well, we don't know that that's the case, though, Ian. We were talking about that. We don't know what exactly the case is with the Sun getting hold of that story. It could quite possibly be the Sun getting it from drones, from coaching staff maybe, or other people around. I'm sure there's other people who've known about Alexander Isak picking up a bit of an injury, even if it's just like a little bit of a guess. It looked like he pulled up in training the other day. Might be someone who serves at the AXA Academy in the a barista at the coffee lounge who's just heard him talking about it. You never know. Could be anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a Arne Slot's leaked it to the rag. I'm sure that's probably one of the rounds, one of the things doing the rounds at the minute. Arne Slot's got friends at the Sun, probably. Frankie, how are you? Hope you had a good day. I've had a very good day, mate. I hope it carries on. I hope it's going to be a good day after this game. U10 says, Key, have you seen so many top clubs across the top 5 leagues are potentially going down with Tottenham, Wolfsburg, Sevilla, all potentially going? Yes, Sevilla. I really would like to see Sevilla stay up, but it is looking more and more likely that they will. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. That boy Johnny, top 3 and Cup silverware next season and you're golden, or reckon a serious title run. No, I don't think Liverpool can realistically expect a title charge next season. And this is the thing, I think fans need to be really, really clear about this. Like, if you change a third of your squad, how are you expecting a title race? Realistically, come on. You're not going to change a third of your squad and win the league. It's not happening. And the same would apply this summer. We need to change a third of the squad again. That was something that we needed to do when Jurgen Klopp left. Unfortunately, Jurgen Klopp didn't fancy that big rebuild. He didn't want to do it. He didn't have the energy for it. He knew that there would be bumps along the road, and that's what we've seen. And I think Arne Slot has navigated those bumps, not without mistakes. I think the guy has made some mistakes along the way, but not mistakes that he would pay with his job. I think it's madness that we're being talked about in let's get rid of Arne. It's madness to me. It's craziness. The guy won us the league last year. I think he's dealt with the Jota thing absolutely incredibly well. I think he's dealt with the Salah thing really, really sensitively, actually, given Mo Salah has been a bit of a prick all season, to be honest. Not only has he been bad, his attitude's been off the charts. And I still think the guy thinks he's probably number 1 in the world. And we'll see that this summer, by the way, when Salah does not go to Saudi, as many seem to think he will. Mo Salah will go to a Bayern, a Real Madrid, a Barca, a PSG, I don't know, wherever. Somewhere where there's going to be a realistic chance of competing for league titles and Champions Leagues. Inter Milan may be another possibility as well. Brad Crawshaw, Liverpool ain't winning a title again for another 20 years. It's a bold prediction. Ian says no one should be leaking stories to the rag who's an employee of LFC, whether they're a player or tea lady. No, listen, I agree. I'm just saying I don't personally envisage it being like. I think it's another stick people are maybe using to beat Arne Slot with. Have the Sun got an exclusive that Isak's going to miss the game? I bet it's Slot. I bet Slot's told him. There's just some Liverpool fans who are absolutely determined to make a rod for the manager's back. And it's really sad to see. Incredibly sad to see. Busy Blazing K says, Salah is done. He'll go there for a year, realise his legs are done and go MLS or Saudi. Well, maybe. But what I'm saying is I think if you ask Mo Salah, where do you rank yourself in terms of the best players in the world? I think Mo Salah would tell you he's in the number one region. Yeah, somewhere in the number one area. He thinks he's Ballon d'Or worthy. There's no way in hell, absolutely no way in hell he's going to Saudi. Or the MLS. He might well do. I think he knows as well. He could go to Saudi in 3-4 years' time. He's fit enough, isn't he? Keeps himself fit and sharp. I'm sure he'll still be playing in 3 or 4 years. The offers at Saudi will still be there in 3 or 4 years. And it'll still be mega money. Maybe it won't be as much as it was last year, but it'll still be mega money. Maybe right now he could go and negotiate £1 million a week. But in 3-4 years, he'd still be able to get $500,000 a week. Like, it's going to be good money. He'd be fine. He's not a guy who's choosing it based on money. I think he wants the trophies, the legacy, more than the money. Ron says, needs steel in midfield, pace and creativity on the wings. That's it, Ron. Absolutely agree. Could not agree more with that. Yeah, could not agree more. Your Samuel says, let's go United. Good luck, Key. See you after the match. Take it easy, man. City of Northville, if you end 15th, how can you expect to chase a title? This is why this season is being treated as a big, unexpected success. Did you predict United would be in a relegation battle before the season starts? This season? No, I didn't say they'd be in a relegation battle. I actually said after the signings United made, Cunha and Burmo and, some of the big signings, Sesko as well. I think some of the signings United made this summer, I looked at and went, yeah, they should be challenging for the top 5. In fact, I think it'd be a failure if Ruben Amorim didn't get you in the top 5. That was what I said. You can go back and have a look at it. So yeah, I think United should be about where they are with the squad they have, and it's a huge factor. You really, really can't underplay just how big of a factor it is that United have only one game a week. They're playing like 40% less than every other top, team. That's a lot. They went out of every competition at the first round domestically, and they didn't have Europe. 38 games. They'll play less than 40 games a season. Come on. That's just madness. It's absolute madness. Welsh Wing, good day, everyone. I think today will be 1-1. I think draw as well. Yeah, I'm thinking draw. That boy Johnny says wingers are far and few. I think. What's your personal shortlist for midfielders look like? I think we need probably a couple of central midfielders and a couple of wingers and a fullback and maybe a centre forward as well. City of North Hill, 10 other teams have only one game per week. Yeah, but 10 other teams don't have the money spent that United have. United have spent a fortune and still spend a fortune on wages to acquire and maintain these players. The 10 other teams you're talking about don't have Cunha and Burmo, Casemiro, Maguire's a very, very good defender, like experience-wise, like massive experience United have to call upon. They just don't have that in the rest of the league. So United should be in the top 5. They will finish in the top 5. U10 Key, who would be your top 3 shortlist this season at Liverpool for Player of the Year? Player of the Year would be, for me, between Wirtz, Szoboszlai and Van Dijk. Yeah, those 3. I think Wirtz, Szoboszlai and Van Dijk. I think you can't really choose. Szoboszlai was probably the best in the first half of the season. Wirtz has probably been the best second half of the season. Van Dijk has actually been really, really consistent throughout, but he's had a few wobbles. But if you look at his underlying metrics, Van Dijk's still like number one in the league in terms of aerial duels won, clearances, like tackle, everything. He's still kind of up there. You can't really knock him. He's a wonderful defender, even still at his ripe old age. But he hasn't been at his best. I think that's also fair to say. So I wouldn't say he's player of the year, but I think he'd probably be in the top three. And there's not really many other candidates, if I'm being dead honest. We've had, McAllister's been shocking. Gravenberch's been a bit of a mixed bag. Curtis has been up and down. Gakpo's been famously a bit rank. Ekatike has been awful for about 4 or 5 months. Hunter says, I want to see Rio played more, to be honest. I think many fans do, but I think you also have to look at the idea of what we're seeing with other, young players across Europe who are starting playing football regularly at young ages and then now getting, long-term recurrent hamstring injuries, muscle injuries, ACLs, Achilles tears, Esteval. Look at what's happened at Chelsea. I don't think Esteval will be the same player again. Given the amount of games he started. We've also seen that at Liverpool. Dan's, Cade Gordon, Michael Owen if you go back further. Trent Alexander-Arnold started playing regularly at 17 years of age. Now he has about 3 months a year out, every single year, 3 to 4 months out with recurrent muscle injuries. Correlation is not causation, but it's a pattern. You probably shouldn't be ignoring it. Be Snow, here I watch my enemy for the next 2 hours. Good lad. Good lad. PDM says another Soberslai stunner free kick today. We'll take it. We will take it. I really thought Harvey Elliott would have cemented himself in there for you all this season. Harvey Elliott's not good enough. No, he's not good enough, sadly. Phil Harmer, Key, brother, how are Liverpool worse after 500 million investment in the team? Because the 500 million investment hasn't been on the pitch for large parts, sadly. That would be, in the short answer, why we've not had the 500 million on the pitch for large parts of it. And also the fact that the 500 million quid generally is spread across players who are about 18 to 21, 22. And usually when you sign 18 to 21, 22-year-olds, they arrive and they take about 6 months to adapt, if not longer, 6 to 12 months usually. That was kind of the old adage, wasn't it, when players come to the Prem? It takes 12 months or so to adapt. Jay Shaw says, Key, I love your opinions 9 out of 10 times, but anything Liverpool is bias. You'll see your squad is not as good as United's, it is pure rage bait. And you've won the league and broke the transfer record twice. That's not rage bait. Look at our squad, look at our bench. Look at our bench, look at your bench. That's not rage bait, that's common sense, mate. That is common sense. We're off and underway at Old Trafford. Come on, Liverpool. I'm telling you, even with our meek and mediocre squad today, we will get a result. Come on. We will do it today. Please. Please. Come on, the boys. Here we go. 20 times Man United says, like to see the crying. Well, listen, I'll be here, win, lose or draw. Something tells me a lot of these United fans will scarper off. They'll scurry off. Like rats fleeing a sinking ship. They'll scurry off. Lamans knocks it long. Curtis with a flick on. Inside, that's better. Yes, well done, Cody. Creed, how's it going, lad? Luke, good to see you. Jellyfish. Brendan says, I fear this could be bad. Hope I'm wrong. I think I'd take a point. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't take a point, but a point wouldn't be a bad result. Let's say that. A point wouldn't be a bad result today. You can't really get away from the fact that Liverpool have got probably... it is half a team out, isn't it? It's 5 players. 5 players we're missing. Here's Mbermo. Bruno. Cleared away. That's better. Robertson up the touchline. Well done, Wirtz. Well done, Wirtz. Into Robbo. Back to Wirtz. Not good enough. Not good enough. Good to see you, S. Mason. How's it going, lad? Ball in. Big chance. No, that's better. That's better. Jay Shaw says, that's poor recruitment though, not backing your manager. It's not poor recruitment, it's not immediate recruitment. There is a difference. Like, you can't say it's poor recruitment because a lot of the signings we've signed are not signings for immediate success, are they? That's why I don't think we were ever geared up for the title race. This isn't rage bait. This is like, I've said this really consistently all season. It's not rage bait. I've said it all season. We have signed players who are not geared up for immediate success. If you sign players like Leone, 18 years of age, Kirkes, 21, Ekatike, 21, 22, Wirtz, 21, Rio Ngamoa basically replaced Luis Diaz. He was 16 at the start of the season. These are players who are geared up for... Jacquet, sign Jacquet. Look at Jacquet coming in. These are not players you sign. Yeah, let's go and win a title. Let's sign... It's a load of kids. It's kids. And the experience that we have signed, Isak and Frimpong, they've barely played all season. So you can't really hold their feet to the fire too much. I think if Isak had been fit all season, how many extra points would Liverpool have? Maybe it'd be 3. Maybe it'd be 10. Who knows? But it'd be a little bit more, I would argue, if Isak was fit all season, given one of our big issues has been finishing chances. If Isak's fit for even 70% of the season, I would argue Liverpool would be a little bit further ahead than we are, and that would put us third. Maybe even second, who knows? City of North Hill, this is real football. Get that Arsenal shit out of here. Woodman gives the ball away to Mbermo. Not good from Woodman. Get it away. Well done. Already looking a little bit leggy and a little bit scrappy here from Liverpool at the back. Far post. Sesko straight out. Jay Shaw says, Wirtz, Isak, Frimpong, Kirkes are more than proven enough to demand more, but I'll agree to disagree. Isak hasn't played, so you've got to take him straight out. Frimpong, basically the same. Frimpong's barely been fit all season. So then you're talking Wirtz and Kirkes. Kirkes was a Premier League player last year, I would agree. But I actually think Kirkes has done alright for us this year. Start of the season, bit questionable, but he's actually grown into the team. A lot of Liverpool fans will tell you Kirkes has done alright recently for us. It's actually weird that he's not starting today. But he has done really well for us recently. So Kirkes I'm kind of fine with. And Wirtz, Wirtz would be, as I said before, when asked about who my player of the year candidates for Liverpool would be, it would probably be Florian Wirtz would be top 3. He has done quite well for us. PDM says Junior Krupi and Igor Thiago are going to be well-wanted players in the summer. Igor Thiago's a catfish waiting to happen, that fella. He had about 19 chances in midweek against United and couldn't put them away. Here's Maguire. Dalot and Burmo, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Corner? Nah, ref. ZZ5, Key Rio needs to start more. What do you think? I don't think it makes much of a difference, to be honest. No. I think Rio, we've got to look after him. He has had a lot of minutes this season. You might argue that he could have had more, but again, I don't think it transforms where we are in the table. Ronnie says Fergie's been taken to hospital just before the game. Hope nothing serious. Oh yeah, massively. Hope everything's all right with Fergie. That's a shame. I didn't know that. I really hope that's. Hope he's okay. Strike! Woodman! How's that gone in? How's that gone in? And again, look, it's, of course, they're going to all be excited about it. It's United. They're going to be... But this is what you get when you put a fucking Preston goalkeeper in goal. For fuck's sake. 7 minutes. 7 minutes we lasted. We couldn't even last 7 minutes, actually. Alexis McAllister, what is going on? There might be a check. There's 2 here. Hang on. Come on. There might be a check. There's a little finger pointing going on there with Howard. Is it Howard Webb on the touchline? Oh, no, it's not Howard Webb, is it? It's Anthony Taylor. Oh, he's offside. There's 2 of them offside there. There's 2 of them. Any chance, ref? There's 2 of them offside here. Let's have 2 offside. Look at him. They're stood in the way of the keeper. Ah, you've got it. You can't give that. You can't give that, ref. You can't give that. Look at Luke Shaw and Sesko. He's blocking his view. He's blocking his view. Come on. That's 1,000,000% offside. That is 1,000,000% offside. Has to be. Crazy. He stood right in the way of the goalkeeper. How's that not being given as offside? Gotta be offside. As he strikes it, there's a Liverpool player who takes a little nick. I think it's McAllister. But United have got 2 players stood in front of the goalkeeper. How's that not offside? I've seen United players' goals given offside for that. Come on, Liverpool. Szoboszlai. Out to Frimpong. Far post. Gakpo. Fucking hell. Sweet Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Jay Shaw says, I'll give you Woodman key. There's nothing you can do about injuries. It's just not. It's just not. We're literally down to our bare bones. Like I said before kickoff, if United don't win this today, then it's humiliating for United. They should beat us today. They absolutely should beat us today. Absolutely 1,000,000% should beat us today. If they don't beat us, it is embarrassing for United, quite frankly. Freddie Woodman in goal. Curtis Jones at right back. No Salah, no Isak, no Ekatike. There's just so many players Liverpool are missing. It's literally half a side. And if you look at our bench, it tells you the whole story, to be honest. Liverpool came here. I think a point would be generous. United have to win. They have to win. Arsenal Africa Network says, my friend, your defence must raise their game today because United are on the ascendancy. United absolutely are on the ascendancy, as they should be, with 1 game a week. Come on. Beast, no, I have you on a bit of a delay because your broadcast is 10 or so seconds ahead of mine. All right, well, hey, I hope no worries, Ben. No worries, mate. Come on, Liverpool. We've got to go for it now. This might actually be the best thing. Now we've actually got to go for them. Can't sit off. Go for them. Robertson back to Van Dijk. Canate. Come on. Curtis. Inside to McAllister. That's better, Liverpool. That's better. Come on. Got to get the ball right here. Terrible again. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Jake Hartman, you'll have chances, Key. Second half will be all Liverpool if the Brentford game is anything to go by. Oh, listen, that United defence is not fantastic. I'm sure we'll get chances. Like I said, I just think it comes down to whether or not Liverpool can take the chances when they come our way. And honestly, I don't have a massive amount of faith in that, given the squad that we've been able to pick today. We've got a winger playing at centre forward. We've got a number 10 playing at left wing. And we've got a right back playing at right wing. It is a patchwork squad today for Liverpool. That's all we've got. What are we saying? Byron, you play 1 game a week as well? Yeah, we don't play 1 game a week, mate. We don't play 1 game a week. Not this season. Dan says Isak hardly played. Salah is rubbish. You're not really missing hardly anyone. Well, we are. Of course we are. You can't say, oh, how's that been given as a foul, ref? This referee's had an absolute shocker. He's having an absolute shocker. Never a foul, that. Kobbie Mainoo diving. Yet again, he can play for Arsenal if he wants. Mikel Arteta impressed by that Kobbie Mainoo dive. I'm sure he'll be looking for him in the summer. Mainoo out to Heaven. Oh, Szoboszlai. Go on, Liverpool. Here we go. Oh, big chance that. Verts, come on. Here we go. Gakpo, yes. Robbo's with you. Go on, Robbo. Go on, lad. Get at him. Not like that. And that's our ball. We'll take that. We'll take that. San Marto, worst team I've ever watched in my 20-year existence. Well, that explains a lot. Szoboszlai out to Frimpong. Come on, lad. What are you doing, Frimpong? Fuck's sake. Here's McAllister. Come on, Liverpool. Bit of self-respect. At least give him a game. Here's McAllister. Fucking hell. What is that? What is that? Honestly, you might as well play with 10 men if you've got Alexis McAllister on the pitch. United down the right-hand side here. Bruno Fernandes. Sesko. Woodman. That's not a foul, ref. That's not a foul, ref. That's not a foul. Don't start. Don't be at it. It's never a foul. Luke Shaw. Far post. Woodman. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. That's a foul. How's that being given? That's a foul. That's a foul. That is a foul. Come on. VAR, any chance? Get a check on this one, please, sir. That is a foul. Clear as day. There's just no way that's... We can't be 2-0 down after 14 fucking minutes. Dive. Woodman, for fuck's sake. Let's get a check on this, please, sir. As the ball comes in, it all starts with Alexis McAllister giving the ball away. Like I said, it's basically like playing with 10 men. He's onside there, Sesko. As the ball comes across, nothing wrong with that. Curtis Jones, you've got to get out, lad. Get out, Curtis. Get out. That's what he's saying. Get out. And then as the ball comes back across, he's onside. He's onside. For fuck's sake. Shove in the back there, though, ref. Shove in the back, any chance? Any chance of a shove in the back? Ooh, might be a handball, though. Could be a handball, any chance? Does it hit his hand when it comes back up? I think it's thigh, and then... Ooh, I think that might be a handball. There might be a handball here. That might be a handball. Look at that, as his hand comes down. Fingers on that, 2-0. Fucking shithouse. Freddie Woodman. Freddie the fucking... Patsy, who is this Woodman? Who is this Wood? Exactly, who is this Woodman? He looks like a woodsman. Like we've dragged him out the forest here. Watch this. Handball. Yes! Handball! I told you it was a handball! I told you it hits his hand! It hits his hand, that! It's handball! It's handball! That is handball! It hits his hand, it's handball! Let's get that ruled out, yes! There you go, you can see the movement! You can see the movement, it's handball! I'm telling you, it's handball! It's handball! Yes! Handball! Thank you, sir! Thank you! Let's get that one ruled out! Let's get it ruled out, thank you! Woo! There you go! Come on, we get a chance to live again. We live to fight another day. It's going to be a handball. Come on, ref. VAR says handball. It's a handball. It's a handball. Why are we waiting, ref? Why are we waiting? As if he's give that. As if he's give that when there's clear movement. He hits his hand. It hits his hand. It hits his hand. Oh, well, we can just throw it in. I mean, that's basically Maradona now, isn't it? We just throw the ball in. Just throw it in the net. Yeah, that's no problem. Punch it in the net, lads. Change the rules. Change the rules, FC. He literally handballs that. How are we not giving that? How are we not giving that? That is madness. How is that not being given? That's baffling. It's absolutely baffling, this. How are we not giving that as an handball? The absolute shock. This referee's definitely being... Oh, he's definitely on the take or something. This is shocking. Is it Sandro Tonali's mate refereeing the game? Come on, wake up. Didn't touch his hand. Even you don't believe that. Even you don't believe that. You United didn't even touch his hand. Yeah, you know it did. You know it did. Why are you even acting like it didn't? Of course it touched his hand. That is an absolute... You can literally see the movement of the ball. You can see it. You can see the movement of the ball. How is that not being given? That's a free kick, ref. No, oh, of course it's not. Right, we're getting nothing today. We're getting absolutely nothing today. Not with this ref. Liverpool haven't been great. I said that from day dot. We've not been brilliant. We were never going to be brilliant today. It was always going to be one of them games you just have to get through. However, this referee has absolutely done us. And there's just nothing you can do. There's just no way you can get around that. The referee has absolutely done us here. He's done us. Frimpong, come on. Inside, this is better. Fearless, because it's not clear that it touched his hand. It is clear. It is clear. You see the movement of the ball. The ball moves when it hits his hand. We saw it on telly. We all saw it. It hits his hand. If it hits his hand and goes in, it's a handball. How is that not being given? That is a clear... I'm telling you, Liverpool are going to get another apology. This is another apology incoming for Liverpool. They'll get another apology at the end of the game. Sorry, we gave a crucial goal against you at Old Trafford. Yeah, no probs. No probs. Woodman had a look at it. It came off his wood, man. Cheers, City of Northville. Ball down to the right-hand side for Frimpong. Inside. This is better. Oh, fucking hell. Get one back. Still on. Get one back. It's still on. But it was handball. I'm not going to... We're not going to shut up about that because it was handball. And we will get an apology. Of that, I am sure. Ball over to the right-hand side. Canate. Come on. Wake up, Liverpool. Get one back before half-time. We can finish these off second half. Send Rio one. Turdalo apart. Not even had a chance, have we? 20 minutes, not even had a chance. Appalling start. Sobersley. Go on. Well done. Gakpo. Back to Robbo. Back to Robbo's your ball. Go on. Inside. We've just got no legs in midfield, and McAllister's just an absolute disaster. Out again. Come on, we're dominating the ball a bit more here. Gravenberch. Out wide. Frimpong. Got to get the cross right. Got to get the ball right here. Frimpong. Why are you not going with your left foot there, mate? Why wouldn't you go with your left foot? Then in again here. Sesko. Over the top. Kanate's got him. Kanate's got him there all day, every day. That's a dive. That's a dive. Get up, you. You're soft as shite. Get up. Get up, lad. He's off the pitch. Leave him there. Leave him there. Yeah, Bruno will have a whinge. Of course he will. Leave him there. He's fine there. Medical team can go and treat him off the pitch. Diving shitbag. Goal kick to Liverpool. Christ, finally he's given a decision in Liverpool's favour. About time. What's he give you? What's he give? Tell me he's not give a corner. Tell me he's not give a corner here. What's the referee give? Oh, thank God he'd give a goal kick. Sweet Jesus. Long ball from Woodman. Gakpo. Right, here we go. Verts. Gakpo. Can't keep hold of the fucking ball. Can't keep hold of it. Come on. There is no handball. Like, you're blind. You're blind. In the nicest possible. It doesn't matter whether you support Liverpool, Man United, whoever. You're blind if that's not a handball. I'm sorry. It by definition hits his hand and goes in. How can you say that's not a handball? Like, honestly, I think, I'm not even saying I think, I guarantee there'll be United fans I speak to after this game who'll say, yeah, it was an handball, but, you know, it was an handball, but, you know, you get them. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. And, that's fair enough, but at least they'll admit it. They'll admit that it was handball and we were hard done to. It was a big moment in the game, that, and to go 2-0 down is really, really a difficult pill to swallow when it's not a goal that should have stood. Here's Frimpong. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is handball. Gakpo, strike! Yeah! Better Liverpool. That's it. Better, much better. Come on. So close. Got to have a strike a bit more at Lamans as well. He's suspecting. Suspect. Absolutely suspect, Senna Lamans. Ben says that wasn't handball, let's be clear. Ben, you're talking out your arse, mate. It hits his hand. It clearly hits his hand. You can see the movement of the ball. I'll show it. I'll tell you what. I'll do another video after the game. I'll show it. I'll show it after the game. You can see the movement of the ball. If it's not handball, then the ball wouldn't change direction. It literally changes direction. It's only very minor, but it does hit his hand. It's his finger. It's his finger, actually. You can see it hits his hand and goes in. It's a handball. Whether you like it or not, it's handball. You can still argue we've been shit, and we have. We've been absolutely pony. We deserve to be behind. But it should be 1-0. Should be 1-0, not 2. 1. Should be 1. If it's 1-0, Liverpool can come back. If it's 2, uphill battle. Very much an uphill battle. Ben, you've got to make your point better, mate, without caps lock. Come on. That's sign of a week. You can't make your opinion without whacking caps lock on. That's not a good sign, Chief. Come on. You're smarter than that. You're smarter than that, Ben. Casemiro foul. It doesn't change the direction. The ball doesn't change. It's rotation. No, it's not rotation. The ball's spinning in a certain way, and then it hits his finger and changes. You can see it. You can see it. It's not clear and obvious. Fucking hell, it is. If it changes direction, it's clear and obvious. We'll look at it again. We'll look at it again after the game. I'm sure we'll look at it at half-time. It clearly moves direction. Gakpo, inside. Oh, fucking McAllister again. Alexis McAllister, just get him off the pitch. Even with all the injuries we've got, there's got to be an academy player better than Alexis McAllister. Got to be a better academy player. Madness. Here's Mbermo down the right-hand side. Stood up. Strike. Oh, nearly 3. Nearly 3. Read my comment because I have caps lock on. Ben, there you go again, using caps lock. You can make an opinion without caps lock. Come on. Oh, hey, and listen, end of the day, this is what happens when you've got half a team out and you're playing a team who've got one game a week all season. Ball down the right-hand side. Come on. Some Liverpool fans will tell you that if we started Rio Engamoa today, we'd be winning this game. Great Susanu says, worst way to cap off my birthday week. Absolutely atrocious. That's a corner, ref. Any chance? Unlucky. Unlucky. Welshwing, tell Slot to stop copying Arteta's clockwise passing round the back. I mean, Arsenal actually played well for once yesterday, didn't they? Jacob Mitchell, Ben talks 10 times the sense you do, Key. Alright, Jacob, he's not going to shag you, lad. Come on. Ben needs to sort this midfield out. Well, I mean, again, with who? With who? We've got Kieran Morrison on the bench. The manager has got his hands literally and figuratively tied. Yeah, and the defence and the attack. There's a whole host of problems we've got, and that's why I said United have got the better squad. It would be humiliating if United were to not beat us today. And comfortably. Liverpool are in a transitional period. We spent a lot of money last summer moving... Well, I say a lot of money. It was still less than Arsenal, but we still spent a fair bit of money to move 6 or 7 out and bring 6 or 7 in. And we'll have to do the same again this summer. 6 or 7 out, 6 or 7 in. That's what Liverpool are going to have to do. And that means next season won't be a title challenge either. PA says, you're right. It hit his hand slightly. He hasn't played the ball. It's him in, shoving the back. Neville says it's a foul before it wasn't. Went down easily, he would say. Yeah, but it hits his hand. At least you're saying it's... There you go. At least we've got acknowledgement that it hits his hand. And if it hits his hand, however so it hits his hand, whether it's intentional or not, if it hits his hand, it's not a goal. It's not a goal. It's just not. Ben says, please explain the Maka situation. Out, beyond confused. The guy's... Personally, I think he's made his mind up that he wants to go. Julian, what a load of shite, making excuses as always. United has a better squad. Lads on some strong stuff. United do have a better squad than Liverpool. United absolutely have a better squad than Liverpool. 1,000,000%. There's about 7 or 8 minimum from this Liverpool squad who'll move on in the summer. They won't be here next summer. Next season. Not about 8 of them. Easily. That won't be the case with Man United. Reggie says ball to hand 100%. Ball to hand still means it's not a goal. So you're right, maybe it is ball to hand. Maybe it is. I will agree with you. I'll compromise. Let's say it was ball to hand. Yeah, go on. Was ball to hand. Still means no goal though. Them's the rules. Far post. Kanate heads it away. Gakpo, good spin, well done. McAllister, got to keep hold of it, Maka. Szoboszlai. Fucking hell. Just got no out ball at all. 0 out ball. Szoboszlai, well done. Keep hold of Brian and Burmo there. Keep him there, that's it. You've got him. You've got him. Well done, Maka. And then Maka loses it. Fucking state of Alexis McAllister. McAllister's just pointless. It's just pointless having Alexis McAllister on the pitch. Alexis McAllister is an absolute shadow. An absolute shadow. Don't see a bigger drop-off in an individual from one season to the next. No, I'd agree with that. Yeah, Alexis McAllister has been comfortably Liverpool's worst player this season. Not even close. Comfortably. Comfortably. Jane Arm says, ball to hand is a penalty. We saw 2 penalties given in the Champions League. I mean, that's the Champions League, not the Premier League. There is slightly different rules for handball. But even in the Premier League, if it hits your hand, whether it's intentional or not, whether it's smashed at you from an inch away and it goes in, it's ruled out. Remember the Alexis McAllister one at Nottingham Forest? Do we remember that? Alexis McAllister away at Nottingham Forest? That one got chalked off. Why? Because apparently it hit the back of his arm from about a yard away. Yeah, it's exactly the same concept. If it hits your hand, it goes in. I'm sorry, it's not a goal. So it should have been ruled out. Liverpool should be 1-0 down here, which is still retrievable. Now, this is still retrievable, but I just don't see it. Not with half a team out. It's not going to happen. Julian says, so you put 500 million in your team after winning the league. United finished 15th, spent half of what you did, and they have a better squad. United didn't spend half of what we did. There's your first mistake. Yeah, there's mistake number 1, 2 and 3. Manchester United did not spend half of what Liverpool did. Penny for Anfield Agenda's thoughts at this trying time. Thanks, Reggie. Pete, how has he got a World Cup medal? Well, yeah. How indeed. How indeed. He has been really, really poor. Marky says, why did you tell me Frimpong would be good? Well, I think Frimpong is not a bad player if he's fit and he's being played in the right position. I don't think he is. I think that's a problem. Rob, if the ball hits the goal scorer's hand, intentional or not, it should be ruled out. That's literally the rule. There you go. Rob, thank you. Thank you for bringing in some common sense to this discussion. Sunderland fan Rob there, giving us a little bit of common sense. Someone who's got no skin in the game, someone who's not biased towards either team, just saying as it is. There you go. It should have been ruled out. Thank you. Appreciate it. All the way back to Woodman here. Oh, Freddie. Go on, lad. Well done. Canate, out of defence. What are you doing? Whew. Come on, Robbo. Switch your play, Robbo. What's that? Oh, my God. Fucking hell. We missed Trent so much. We missed Trent Alexander-Arnold so much. Gary, it wasn't clear when they zoomed in. No, it was absolutely clear. Listen, if we can see it, it's clear. They can see it, we can see it. It should have been ruled out. There will be an apology for Liverpool. Of course there will be an apology. C. Jones says, come on, Key, putting your neck on the line. Would you prefer to keep slot but lose top 4 or lose slot but keep top 4? Well, it's not a binary choice, is it? Because if we win today, we go third. So, I don't think there's a world where Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League next season, mate. We're 8 points ahead of 5th placed. We were 8 points ahead, weren't we? I don't know where we are now, actually. Let me have a look. We were 8 points ahead. But even if it's 5, which I don't think it is, what are we now? Let's have a look where we are ahead of. Oh, we're 6. We're 6 points ahead of Bournemouth, right? And Bournemouth are not going to pick up 7 more points than Liverpool between now and the end of the season. They would need Liverpool to pick up a maximum of 2 points. It's just not going to happen. And they would have to win all 3 of theirs. That's not going to happen. Look at, here we go. Oh, there you go. Clear as day. Hits his hand. There you go. Ball changes direction. Look at that. Look, it hits his hand. Bounces up. Hits the hand. There you go. Forward movements. We've just seen it. I'll wait for my apology from everyone in the chat. I will happily wait for my apology. Look at the state of that. I will wait for the apology. Anytime you're ready, lads. Anytime you're ready, getting the cue, you can apologise. It's no problem. I'm a very forgiving man. It's fine. I am very, very much forgiving. I'm very much a forgiving guy. It's really okay. I'll accept that you got it wrong. We all make mistakes. I nearly made one myself once. It's very, very common. It does happen. But it is handball, and we now can all see that crystal clear, plain as day, clear as the nose on my face. Right. Now let's get back to the football then, because it's still humiliating if United don't beat us comfortably here. And something tells me there might be a little bit of a renaissance second half, maybe. If McAllister can somehow get off the pitch or just find a little bit of form would be lovely. Brentford managed to turn these over second half. Sure we can. Ben, I apologise, mate. That shouldn't have been given. Thank you. Appreciated. Much appreciated. There you go. Apologies rolling in now. Apologies rolling in. And I'm not going to gloat. I'm not going to gloat. I'm not that kind of guy. So it happens. You know, it does happen. Here we go. Ball out to the right-hand side. Liverpool pushing forward last 7 minutes of the first half. VDM, the handball was as clear as Key's groomed eyebrows. Groomed. Sorry for doubting you, Key, says Lewis. Hey, listen, it happens, mate. It happens. It's all good. Reggie, how many points you get awarded for the VAR apology? Well, none, as we found to our cost many, many times. Yeah, it's unfortunately one of them things. Liverpool have lost out on titles due to VAR errors, and that's just kind of how it is. Yeah, you just have to accept that's one of them things that happens. Sadly, United have got very lucky today to get a second goal where one wasn't deserved, and you know, if they win the game as a result, then that's a big, big reason why. Reggie, if I'm being honest, that was a handball. There you go. I'm really glad people are seeing it. It's fine. I'm glad people are acknowledging it now. That's good. At least there is an acknowledgement now. 3-star. No way you're getting an apology from me, Key, as I never said it was handball. There you go. Clues, the goal still should have counted. It's not a VAR error. You're just crying for no reason. How can it be a handball, but the goal still should have been given? If it hits his hand, it can't be given. If it hits his hand, it just can't be given. Handball aside, you're lucky not to be 3 or 4 down. Well, I mean, that is beside the point. We are not 3 or 4 down. The game of football doesn't operate in that way, does it? I'm not saying we don't deserve to be behind. I think we do deserve to be behind. But we shouldn't be 2-0 behind. A goal was given where it shouldn't have been. We should be 1-0 behind, factually. Factually, we should be 1 behind. Jonathan says, Key, if the shoe was on the other foot, what would you be saying? I'd be saying I need the other shoe. I need to put the shoes on the right feet. Adam says, what's the point of the rules that they can't even get everything right, even for once? Just handballs. That's a really simple decision. I'm telling you, Liverpool get an apology for that. Turn, strike. Oh, straight at Lamens. Straight at Lamens. Here's Curtis Jones. Terrible again, Curtis. Come on, mate. Try as you might. You're not Xabi Alonso. PA says, Neville said it's not enough to rule it out. Surprise, surprise. Oh, well, yeah, that does really surprise me that Gary Neville, ever the... I can't believe that's even being taken seriously. Gary Neville says it shouldn't have been a handball. Of course it's not. No. Does it hit his hand, Gary? Yeah, but, it's not enough. It's not enough to rule it out. Yeah, well, that's not how handballs work, Gary, is it? Down the left-hand side, far post, Robbo flicked on, well done, good defending Liverpool for the first time this half. And Burmo, far post, he's offside, that'll do you. That'll do you. PDM says, Lamans this season has been an underrated goalkeeper. I think he's done, he's not really had to do anything in this game, has he? It's not really troubled him. I won't go as far as saying he's been underrated. He's done well with everything that's come into the box. I think commanding of his area, he's been really, really good. He's been a huge step up for United. But shot stopping, which is still a fundamental part of goalkeeping, whether we like it or not. Shot stopping, I think he's a bit mid. He's a bit mid. There's a few goals that United have conceded. That's a dive again from Mainu. There's a few goals United have conceded this season where you look at it and think, nah, that shouldn't have gone in. Archie says, Key, you haven't got a clue. Gary Neville said so. I'd wear that with a badge of honour if Gary Neville said that. Daddy always done all right, but when you upgrade from Onana, anyone who can catch looks like Prime Schmeichel. Yeah, and I think that's what it is, isn't it? I think you've gone from you've gone from crackers, you've gone from Jacob's crackers, other crackers are available, to keep him out. Canate, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, fucking hell! Sweet Jesus, sweet baby Jesus in Nazareth. City of Northfield, Goldbridge and Neville agree, no hand, it's unanimous. Oh, well, as long as the two main heads agree, then fair enough, eh? As long as the two main heads are... Oh, Bruno's not limping, is he? Oh. I won't sleep tonight if he goes off. Break my fucking heart, that will. PDM says, since when has Jonathan Woodgate been Liverpool goalkeeper? We might as well have a Jonathan Woodgate in goal. Sobersley playing a lot further forward. Here's Gravenberch. Hit it, lad. Hit it, lad. No, don't do that. Hit it. What are you doing? Gakpo's offside. Strike. I think he was offside there, was he? And Burmo, and it's going to be offside United, yeah. Silly. Silly. City of Northfield trying to take out the player of the year. Shithouse behaviour. Triggered much. Bruno is sound, mate. Imagine wanting a player hurt. Who said I want him hurt? I'm sure I tell you what, you lads are very, very defensive. Very defensive. Who said anything about wanting Bruno hurt? I don't want anyone hurt. Who's gone down now for United? Harry Maguire? He usually goes down off a stiff breeze, that fella, doesn't he? Is there a sharp wind around Manchester today? Poor lad. Oh, it hit him in his head. Oh, he'll be back up in 2 minutes. That's not going to hurt him. That's not going to hurt him. Slabhead getting in the way even when on the floor. He clearly said it would break his heart. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I don't really know what more you want. North End View says Woodman wasn't even good in the Championship, to be fair. There you go. That's from a Preston fan who watched him an awful lot. Ball down the left-hand side for United. They're in the area again. Woodman soon to be tested. It's going to be another corner. Another corner. Giorgio says biggest fall-off in football history. Alexis McAllister. I can't agree more. Brendan says, why did Gravenberch not hit it on his good foot, turning onto his left to boot it against bodies? This is another, I can't really be disappointed with Arne Slot this season when he's working with these players. This is really where Liverpool are going to struggle off. Set pieces, Maguire and Casemiro in the area. They've pinched Arsenal's scaffolding routine many times this season. United ball edge of the box and Burma with a strike cleared away. It's not like Bruno Fernandes. Ball whipped in again, far post. It's going to be another corner United. Ad says Szoboszlai in his usual huff when things don't go his way, he'll have a red card in him later. Yeah. He was offside there as well. Again, if there's a goal off this corner, oh thank God it gets offside. We actually got an offside goal for us for once there. We actually got a decision goal for us in our favour. It's not happened all game. None of the 50-50s have gone our way. Even the Stonewall handballs have not gone our way. And a game that should be tight, that should be 1-0, is much more in United's favour than it should be. Here's Van Dijk. Canate. Into Van Dijk. Curtis. Come on, get one before half time, Liverpool. Not like that. Not like that. Will says, Key, I'm a Liverpool fan and it was an handball. I think you're either on the wind up or you've not seen the replay. That even United fans are now saying it's handball. So I think you're a little bit. You're either on the wind up, Will, or you've not seen the replay that everyone else has just seen. Because even Sunderland fans and non-biased football fans are coming in and saying, yeah, it wasn't actually an handball. It was an handball. There you go. Half-time whistle. Half-time in this one. Manchester United 2. Liverpool 0. Shouldn't be 2-0. Should only be 1-0. But it is 2. And that means Liverpool have got a big uphill task in the second half. For that reason, 2-2 was my prediction before the game. I'm going to stick with 2-2. I'm going to stick with 2-2. It wasn't a purposeful handball, says Chris. Does it matter? No, the answer is no. It doesn't matter if it hits his hand and it goes in, it's handball. Whether it matters how, it doesn't matter whether it's intentional, whether it's 2 yards away, whether it's 2 inches away. If it smashes your hand and it goes in, even if it's a brush, even if it's, as it was in this case, a brush of the fingers and it goes in, it's handball. There you go. Welsh, I've got a quiz, mate. I've got a quiz here. I've got a quiz. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one if that's okay. I was gonna jump in. Sorry, I have got a quiz prepped. I didn't know if you was here, to be honest, mate. You've been in and out, so I've got a quiz prepped. Halftime quiz is: can you name me the top 30 Champions League goal scorers that are still playing somewhere, anywhere in the world? Liverpool and Man United Champions League goal scorers that are still playing. Top 30. Top 30 Champions League goal scorers for Liverpool and Manchester United. Jota, no. C7 is 4th. Cristiano Ronaldo is 4th. Salah. Mo Salah is top with 47. He's first. Mane, yes, Mane is second with 24. If you've just joined us, we're doing the top 30 Liverpool and Manchester United Champions League goal scorers who are still playing now anywhere in the world. Can you name them? Can you name them? Firmino. Bobby Firmino is third with 22. Yes. Bobby Firmino is third with 22. Virgil van Dijk is 12th with 5. Harry Maguire, says PDM. Yeah, Harry Maguire is 24th with 2. Harry Maguire is 24th with 2. Henderson, says Madhouse. Henderson is 29th with 2. Rashford's 5th with 12. Welsh Key, I'm doing no, mate. This is I've done this one. I've done this one specifically. This one I've started. This one I said a couple of minutes ago. I had one prepped. I didn't know you was in the chat, mate. I'm sorry. Paul Pogba. Yes, Paul Pogba is 22nd with 2. Danny Welbeck. Good answer. Danny Welbeck. Yes, is 18th with 4. Casemiro, says Roderick. Casemiro is 26th with 2. Not Ashley Young. No, not Ashley Young. So far we've got Salah, Mane, Firmino, Ronaldo, Rashford, Van Dijk, Welbeck, Pogba, Maguire, Casemiro and Henderson. Højlund and Szoboszlai. Panashista says Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is 7th with 6. Madhouse says Højlund. Højlund is 11th with 5. Lukaku is 6th with 7. Origi. No, Origi's not in there, believe it or not. Origi's not in there. Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes is 10th with 6. Luis Diaz will. Yeah, Luis Diaz is there. He is 8th with 6. Victor Serma says, how is Ronaldo 4th? Ronaldo got 21 goals for Manchester United in the Champions League. Bobby Firmino's got 22 for Liverpool. Mane got 24 for Liverpool, and Salah got 47 for Liverpool. So there you go. That's the top 3, and Ronaldo. Ronaldo's 4th. Robertson, says PDM. Yeah, Robbo is 30th with 2 as well. Not Origi. Not Rooney. Rooney's not playing. They have to be still playing. So we're doing the top 30 players that are still playing who have the most goals for either Liverpool or Manchester United in the Champions League. Given that we've got 2 teams who are going to qualify for the Champions League next season, I thought that was a big theme for the quiz. Lingard, no, not Jesse Lingard. Mason Greenwood, yes. Mason Greenwood is 25th, also with 2. Raheem Sterling, no, not Raheem Sterling. Didn't score that many for Liverpool. I don't think he actually scored any for Liverpool in the Champions League. He was gone, wasn't he? Martial, yeah, Martial is 9th with 6. Anthony, no, not Anthony. So far, we've got Salah, Mane, Firmino, Ronaldo, Rashford, Lukaku, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Martial, Bruno Fernandes, Højlund, Van Dijk, Welbeck, Pogba, Maguire, Greenwood, Casemiro, Henderson and Robertson. Not Darwin Núñez, no, not Darwin Núñez. Not Ander Herrera, no. Not Fred, no. Not Dorgu. Mane we've already got. Not Mason Mount. Look at this, here we go, there you go. Look at that, clear as day. Clear as day. Brendan says, really, Origi has 2 very famous ones alone. Well, he's not included in the list. He's not included in the list. And I actually don't think Origi's active anymore, is he? I don't think he's playing for anyone, is he? Yeah, he's not playing. That's why Divock Origi's not in the list, because he's not playing. He's not played in nearly 2 years. Not Amrabat. Not Shaw. No. Not Shaw. Not McTominay. Not Garnacho. Trent Alexander-Arnold, yes, he's got 2 as well. Luis Diaz has been said. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left to get. Top 30 goal scorers, right? Top 30 goal scorers for either Liverpool or Manchester United who are still playing today, anywhere in the world, still playing. Top 30 goal scorers for either Liverpool or Man United in the Champions League. We've already got Welbeck. Yeah, we've already got Welbeck. We've got Pogba. Not Emre Can. No. Wijnaldum is correct. Gini Wijnaldum is correct. He is 13th with 5. Not Gerrard, not playing. No. Juan Mata is, though. Juan Mata is 23rd with 2. James Milner, yes, is 27th with 2. Not Sancho. Not Sancho. Chris Smalling, well done. Chris Smalling is there with 2. Good shout, Welshwing. Yeah, not Sesko. Not Dorgu. Andrew, is it still active players? It is, yes. It's still active players. Sesko hasn't scored a goal for Man United in the Champions League. Not Vidic. He's famously retired. Not Jesse Lingard. Kanate, yes. Kanate is 16th with 4. Not Kagawa. Rashford we've already got. We've already got Lukaku. Not Di Maria or Memphis Depay. Oxlade-Chamberlain, yes. Oxlade-Chamberlain now at Celtic. He's got 5 Champions League goals for Liverpool. There's 3 left to get, and one of them still plays for Liverpool. Not Luis Suarez, no. Origi doesn't play anymore. I think Origi's borderline retired at this point, to be honest. Not Aspas, no. Never played in the Champions League for Liverpool. Not Falcao. Andy Robertson we've got. Salah is top. Not Schweinsteiger, Chicharito or Matic. We've already got Maguire and Van Dijk. Someone said Gakpo. Gakpo is there. He's 15th with 5. And there's also Hugo Ekitike with 3. Hugo Ekitike's got 3 Champions League goals for Liverpool. Not Curtis Jones. Not Fellaini. Not Gravenberch. No, not Gravenberch. He's only got 1 Champions League goal. There's 2 left to get. 2 left to get. Both of whom, one is a Liverpool player who won a Premier League title with us, and one is a United player who scored famously a couple of very good goals against Liverpool in a 3-0 win at Old Trafford, I remember, because I was there, annoyingly. Oaks Rocco, no one cares, you ain't in the Champions League next year. Can someone explain to him the rules of the football, Premier League, and just generally how Champions League qualification works? We're 6 points ahead with 9 points left to play for. I think it's quite clear Liverpool are Champions League next year. Gakpo we've already got. Naby Keita, yes, Naby Keita is correct. He is 19th with 3. And the final one is, I don't know where he's playing now, actually. He is still playing somewhere. Let me have a look and see where he's playing. He is, oh my God, he's playing in Kazakhstan. He's playing in Kazakhstan now. Flash says Suarez is still playing. Suarez never scored for Liverpool in the Champions League. Yeah, never. Juan Mata we've already got. Not Martinez, not Herrera. It's Nani. It is, yeah, Nani. 17th with 4 goals for United in the Champions League. So there you go. That is the top 30 Champions League goal scorers who are still playing for either, well, still playing anywhere in the world. Top 30 goal scorers for either Liverpool or Manchester United in the Champions League, anywhere in the world, still playing. Number 30 is Andy Robertson. Number 29 was Jordan Henderson. Number 28, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Number 27, Milner. 26, Casemiro. 25, Greenwood. 24, Maguire. Then it was Mata, Pogba, Smalling, Ekitike, Naby Keita, Danny Welbeck, Nani, Kanate, Gakpo, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Gini Wijnaldum and Van Dijk. Then it was Rasmus Højlund, Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Martial, Luis Diaz, Dominic Szoboszlai, Lukaku, Rashford and Ronaldo. And then the top 3 is Roberto Firmino, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Those are the top 3. And that's the top 30. That's the half-time quiz. There you go. Half-time quiz. Good grief. Goodness gracious me. Chimey, horrible quiz. Horrible quiz, yeah. Well, it will be, given United haven't had too many scoring in the Champions League in recent years, have they? Liverpool wish they had a keeper as good as Raya. What are United? What are Arsenal fans? I don't know what they were getting out of this. Great quiz, Key. Cheers, Jellyfish. Cheers, man. Right, hang on a second. Hang on. 2 minutes. Just before we kick off. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay. Right. And we're nearly back for the second half. First off, I do just want to say as well, hopefully Alex Ferguson is fine. I had no idea that he'd gone to hospital before the game, but hopefully everything is fine with him. Mark Sallow, Man United fan, but love your content, Key. You always make interesting football interesting these days. Hope you keep doing what you do. Mark, very much appreciated, mate. Very kind of you. CG says, hey Key, why was I timed out for almost the entire first half? Mate, I've no idea. I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happened in the chat. I have no idea. Sesko has gone off. Ahmad has come on. Come on, Liverpool. Let's get the second half off to a flyer. Oh, and United are in. Sweet Lord. Corner to United, for fuck's sake. How are we starting this slowly again? It's just so, like, unnecessary. Hopefully more Hand of God goals. Yeah, Hand of God. Very much the Hand of God squad. The Hand of God squad, these United players. Corner. Floated over far post and behind for a goal kick. We'll take that. Beast No says United better not go 100% defensive like last game. My lord. Daddy-O says, I'm shocked to see Key move out of frame. I didn't think he has legs and was just AI. Brendan says, thought Nani retired years ago. Which retirement league is he in, did you say? He's playing for Aktob in Kazakhstan. Liverpool down the right-hand side. Give the ball away. Too easy. Too easy. Sesko is a god to you. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. I believe. Welshwing will do my prepped quiz for this later. Yeah, absolutely, mate, of course. Sobersley! Yes! There you go! Dominic Sobersley! Szoboszlai, we're back in it, baby! We are back! We are so back! It's 2-1 Liverpool, and there you go! Dominic Szoboszlai! Game on! Game on, baby! Yes! Game on! Let's have it! Yes! All them United fans in the chat, they're just getting a little bit shaky now. What a run, and what a finish. Where's Senna Lamens now? Senna Lamens, he's the best goalkeeper ever. Amad Diallo with an absolute howler. Amad Diallo giving the ball away. And this Senna Lamens, he couldn't save a Word document, this fella. It's 2-1. Absolutely fantastic. Passed into the net from Dom. And it's 2-1, baby. What a goal. Liverpool are back. 48th minute. Frimpong. Oh, he slipped. That's a foul, referee, and a yellow card for Luke Shaw. We'll have a yellow for that. Get him booked. Get him booked. Get him booked. Ah, oh, shocking that. Absolutely shocking that from Luke Shaw. It is going to be absolutely humiliating, by the way. It's going to be utterly humiliating for United if they don't beat us here. If Liverpool do the comeback, will you do the Prem Dad shuffle? Oh, tops off. Tops off. Here we go. Robertson with a free kick. 49 minutes. Dreadful. Straight out of play. Absolutely shocking. Oh, there you go. 3-star. There you go. CG, I'm glad we sorted it. Yeah, I thought it might have been done in error. But usually, the mods are usually very, very light-handed. We don't ban anyone. We don't ban or unless you're like really, really spamming or really abusive. Not, I mean, you can be abusive to me, I'm not bothered. But unless you're abusive to other people in the chat or you're throwing around, you know, racism, homophobia, or any of the other phobias or isms, then, you know, you're not gonna, you can kind of say what you want. I don't really mind. Say what you want about me, I don't care. It's water off a duck's back. However, you can't be spamming, and you can't be having a pop at the nice people, the really good people in the chat. Say what you want about me, I don't care. But the people in the chat, you gotta be sound with them. They're absolute diamonds. Brain, I would kick them out. Well, I mean, yeah, you can be really harsh with the ban hammer, but you shouldn't be. You just gotta let them say what they want to say. They have the moment and then they drift on. It's kind of like dust in the wind. It's like a fart in the night. They come in, they have the little say, and then they fuck off. Even the ones who stick at the trolls have come in and started that, and then they've stuck around. There's quite a few who've come in and then stuck around because they realise it's actually quite nice. Gamer Guru being a fine example of that. This is 3-2. Joe Gomez off the bench winner. Go on, Joey. Yeah, this is the Liverpool goal. Szoboszlai just intercepting a really silly pass from Amad. And he drove at the United defence. And as much as the Liverpool goal was a gift from Amad, let's be honest, United have had a gift from the referee and they've had a gift from Alexis McAllister. Here we go. Liverpool driving forward again. Great ball. Oh, Szoboszlai. No, you've got to get the pass right there, Dom. You've got to get the pass right. Huge chance for Liverpool. The Gout says, how's the game being key? Is the scoreline about right? No, it's not about right. It should be 1-1. It should be 1-1. United had the better of the first half. Of that, there is no doubt. But they only scored one actual goal. They had a goal that they've scored with a clear handball. And I don't think there's... And nobody's really doubting that. United fans are laughing their head off, and understandably, of course, because they've got away with one, and they know they've got away with one. But it's a clear handball. It should have been ruled out. And there you go. That's it. It should be 1-1. The scoreline should be 1-1. However you want to dress it up, it should be 1-1. Daddy O says, are we going to get a 2-0 and you effed it up sing-along? Would be great for the neutrals. Luke Shaw, inside, Mainu. United just struggling to get out here. But down the right-hand side. FUT says, couldn't have been clear if they didn't rule it out, mate. Well, yeah, famously, refs don't make any mistakes, do they? Oh, off the post! From Brian and Burmo, that would have been offside anyway. Oscar says fingertip, by the way. Hey, fingertip still handball. Believe it or not. Fingertip is still handball. Bryn, Sir Alex Ferguson taken to hospital before the game. Hope he's okay. Yes. Yeah, we was talking about that before. I do sincerely hope the guy's all right. I know he's had some health issues, hasn't he? I think he had a brain hemorrhage not that long ago. Hopefully it's minor and he's back fighting fit soon, because he's an absolute legend of the game. Even as a United manager and a manager who ruined my childhood. With United winning so much and beating Liverpool quite frequently in that era. Only wish the guy well. Still an absolute legend of the game, and hopefully he's okay. Brendan says, we're getting at the United back four, but we have no focal point. It'll have to be another goal from midfield, Gakpo off the wing or set piece. I mean, I think if we're starting to get a lot more space in midfield now. United are kind of sitting back. It feels like they're just sitting off a little bit. And if anything, it feels like we might... If we're going to score, I actually think it'll be in the next 10 minutes. I think we're in the ascendancy a little bit here. We're starting to just get a foothold in the game. Curtis down to Frimpong. Frimpong's really got to get at Luke Shaw. He's got the pace to beat him. Sobersley, inside, Verts! Oh yeah! Just wide. Apparently Sir Alex is okay, says Hiller. Oh good, okay. Okay. Big chance, Liverpool! Yes! Get in there! 2-2, baby! United, if they don't beat us now, this is humiliating. And this goalkeeper, Senna Lamens, I said it earlier, he can't save a Word document, this lad. Get at him, take some chances. It's 2-2. United are folded like a cheap suit in this second half. There's some ways to beat United. We've seen many different ways over the years as Liverpool fans, but I'll tell you something. Nothing is more sweeter than coming into this game with half a team out. Our bench is full of kids and academy players. United have to beat us today. They have to. Anything else is humiliating. It's an embarrassment. And Liverpool, 2-0 down. Within 10 minutes of the restart, we're back level. Come on, baby! Get in there, sunshine! Yes! Let's have it! Oh, Senna Lamens! Where are you, baby? Get in there! Yes! Yes! United! It's the hope that kills you! Oh, 2-2! Can you imagine if we go on and win this now? Oh, come on. Come on. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul. Aiden Heaven, shocking from Heaven, and that's going to be a throw in Liverpool. Thank you, sir. Blake Griffin, I can't believe my eyes. I can. I absolutely can. Yes. Onana saves that. Onana has been reborn. 2 mistakes, 2 goals for Liverpool. Clinical Liverpool return. Here we go. Gakpo driving forward again. He's got Frimpong with him. Good tackle from Maguire, that. Are you Onana in disguise? Love it, says Sven. Here we go, Liverpool are in again. That's a foul, referee. That's a foul. Frimpong absolutely taken out there. Are we going to get a look at that, ref? Let's get a VAR check on that. Frimpong's just been side down. That might be a red. Ball played out to the left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes. Ball in. Skied over. We'll take that all day. We'll take that all day. Can't believe that's not a foul on Frimpong. Ben, it's embarrassing from United. How's that not a foul? How is that not a foul from Aiden Heaven? He doesn't even go for the ball. He's not even gone for the ball. Oh, I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. He's just absolutely smashed him. He smashed him there. Kirkes coming on for... Is it Andy Robertson about to come off? Yes. Straight swap for Liverpool. Kirkes for Robbo. Bit of extra pace down that left-hand side. Let's get at him now. They're there for the taking. They're there for the taking. I said 2-2 before kick-off. I said at half-time when it was 2-0. I still thought there was something there for Liverpool. And there is. You better believe it. There's still something there for Liverpool. There might even be a win. We're better than these. I'm telling you. These are absolute liabilities. Senna Lamons, liability. The standard of referees is dismal. Exactly, Liverpool would be in front. Liverpool would be winning this if not for referees. If not for VAR, we'd have been in front at this moment. United are only in front because United are only level, because of VAR getting it wrong. That's it. Top and bottom of it. Top and bottom of it. United are in front because VAR got it wrong. Let's remember that. CGLFC says that's a sending off. I'm sorry. I won't go as far as sending off, but it's really not that far. It's really not that far from a yellow card and a free kick, I think. Piss poor defence, says PA. Yeah, not a great defence from United. And the ball over the top here. Maguire heads it away. Can Gakpo get to it? No, just about unlucky. Godiva says Liverpool doing magic at Old Trafford. Magic. Welshwing says the biggest winner if this is a draw is Villa later. And I personally think Spurs will get something at Villa. I still think Spurs get something at Villa later. Come on, the Spurs! Hey! Jellyfish says attack, attack, attack. I think you need to be careful of leaving the back door open though, because Liverpool will hurt you. We've already seen that. Clinical in nature, Liverpool. Nico says it wasn't handball. Well, Nico, you are absolutely in the minority, mate, there, because everybody else thinks it was a handball. Can see with their eyes, plain as day, it was handball. Egyptonigus, now if Arsenal scored these goals that Liverpool did, it'd be classic old lucky Arsenal, but because it's not Arsenal, it's a slot masterclass. I think you're the only person who's used the word slot masterclass here, mate. Not one said slot masterclass. City of Northville, we have a kid in defence. We've got about 12 of them on our bench. Egyptonigus also, it wasn't a handball. Again, I can only assume you're rage baiting now, because even people with no stake in the game, no skin in the game, just totally independent, have said quite clearly it was definitely a handball. Sunderland fans come in. Even United fans have come in and said, yeah, it was handball, but it's funny. Ball over to the far side. Wirtz. Gakpo. Hit it. Corner Liverpool. Yes, well done, Liverpool. Gakpo's done really well second half here. Daddy-O says I'm going to have to watch the highlights of this handball. It's clear. It's super clear. It does hit his hand. In fact, Gary Neville acknowledges that it's hit his hand. The only thing that Gary Neville says, yeah, it's hit his hand, but it's not enough to give it, it's not enough to rule it out. Well, if it hits his hand and it crosses the line, it's handball. That's it. It's handball. Of course it's handball. If Gary Neville acknowledges it's handball but still says bizarrely, I mean, totally against the rules, yeah, but that's not enough to rule it out. Well, I mean, come on, Gary. Come on, Gary. The ball moves quite clearly when it hits his fingers. Liverpool with a corner here anyway. Come on, Liverpool. Imagine we win. Having been totally done over by the ref and having 5 players. Shouldn't he play 5? Half a team today. Here we go. Szoboszlai whipped in. Headed away by Maguire. Curtis Jones back out to the corner taker. Got to get it back in, Dom. Van Dijk. Kanate. Too easy, that. FM No Casual says, yes, the world famous impartial Gary Neville. Yeah. Jellyfish says it wasn't intentional. Doesn't matter whether it's why do people keep saying this? Why have people not understood the rules? It doesn't matter whether it's intentional or not. How have we let a ball over the top do us like that? Fucking hell. A ball over the top, simple as that, got him in then. Shocking. If he's not even offside, it's Kerkez. Kerkez has absolutely... He's done really well there, Kerkez, to somehow manage to get a goal kick out of that. But he played far too deep. Jellyfish says, can't move your fingers, the ball is going so quick. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If it hits your hand, even... Again, fine example. Alexis McAllister's goal away at Nottingham Forest that got chalked off. He was closing the defender down and he turned his back and the defender smashed it from here, literally here, against the back of his arm, and the back of his arm, it bounced in the net. It got ruled off for that. So if that's a handball, that definitely is. 1,000,000%. It's a throw into Liverpool. Pete Greenall, I'll take the point now. Listen, a point is a very decent result for Liverpool now. Ben says, I think Kerkez will be brilliant next season. I think most of them. I think, honestly, most of the young players we've signed, Leone, Wirtz, Ekatike, Kerkez, these are all players who will absolutely do well for us next season. They're not signings for right now. You can see that. Oh, wonderful play that. Curtis Jones, throw into Liverpool. Kerkez has been plenty good this season. Kerkez will be Liverpool's best defender in the not too distant future. He is a good defender, like a good fullback. I think he needs time. Like 21, 22, he's a young, very young defender. Still takes time to adapt. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, this is not the final. This is not the final product. Jellyfish says, no rules say you are allowed a reasonable... No, that's wrong, Jellyfish. That is wrong, I promise you. That is absolutely categorically wrong. They changed the rules. It doesn't matter now. The rules don't make allowances for the ball being close to you or anything like that. If you're in the box and you score a goal directly with a result of a hand... It is 1,000,000% ruled out. Doesn't matter if it's smashed at you from an inch away. Doesn't matter. If you've gained a benefit from the use of the hand, even if unintentional, the law states, the rules of the game state, it has to be chalked off. Here's Frimpong. Better from Liverpool. Liverpool dominating now. F the point, go for it, they're rattled. Go for it, they're rattled, says Brendan. That's it. They're rattled. They're absolutely rattled. RJ says Lamon's error. Yeah, Lamon's error for the goal, definitely. Liverpool free kick here. Ronnie says, why did you complain about the McAllister one then? Because I didn't think it hit his hand. I thought it hit here. It hit the back of his arm. Which, there is the badge rule, isn't it? It's a sleeve rule. So I thought it was here. They argued it was here. So that's a little bit of a subjective where did the ball hit him type thing. There's no argument it hit his hand with this one, is there? There's no argument. It hit his fingers. He pushes it in. Szoboszlai free kick for Liverpool. Far post, chance must be! Oh, it in! Oh! Oh! Ah! Nearly 3-2. Nearly 3-2. Vuyo says, for those who don't know, Man United have never lost a game at Old Trafford when leading at half-time since the 80s. It'll be wonderful if Liverpool arrive with half a team and end up winning it as a result of that. Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? A Lamons to the slaughter. Here's Frimpong down the right-hand side. They're panicking, United. They're panicking. Go on, Frimpong. Go on, lad. Liverpool corner. We'll take that. No, throw in. Throw in. Rob says, handling the ball, it is an offence if a player directly from their hand or arm, even if accidental. Exactly, yeah, there you go. That's the rule. That is the rule. McAllister into Gravenberch. Oh, that's not good enough, and it's going to be a corner, Liverpool. Corner, Liverpool. Egyptonicus, what do you think is the fair result for this game, Key? Well, it's 70 minutes on the... Not even 70 minutes, mate. There's 20 to go. At the end of the day, the only goals that have actually been legally scored in this game, there's 3 goals been legally scored in this game. And Liverpool should be 2-1 up. Now, first half, United battered us. I'm not going to argue that. United were the better side in the first half. But we've come out and scored 2 perfectly good goals. They only scored 1 in the first half. It should be 2-1. By rights, it should be 2-1. But they won't want to have that conversation, will they? They won't want to have that conversation. Here's Szoboszlai to whip it in. Szoboszlai corner. Come on. Whipped in. Far post. Cleared away again by United. They're on the ropes here. They're on the ropes. Amy says, where is Isak? Isak is, they've rested him basically for this game. He picked up a knock in training and the idea was not to take a chance with him. Because he's so fresh coming back from a big injury, I think the idea is let's just not take too long with him. He'll probably only misses 1 game for us. He'll be back within a week or so. But yeah, unfortunately, Isak misses today with a knock that he picked up in training. So it was a precaution to rest him. Sarah says, where have the scum fans gone? Oh yeah, they're all very quiet now, aren't they? They were all very noisy first half. This is it. Sing when they're winning. I'm sure if United spawn it at the end, they'll all come back. They sing when they're winning. This is all it is. A lot of these United fans, they're all sing when they're winning. Jake Hartman, I did say this half would be all Liverpool. Sometimes I hate being right. Cunha's gone down. Oh, Bruno Fernandes it is who's gone down having a whinge. For no reason. '71st minute. Man United free kick. Come on. City of Northville still here, mate. I know you are. Listen, it's not every United fan. I know there's a great bunch of you in the chat who are wonderful, who are regulars, who come in and stick around whether win, lose or draw. You're still here. I love that. And I'm the same for Liverpool. If we lost today, I'm still turning up tonight for Aston Villa Tottenham. I'll take my medicine. That's what football proper fans do. But if you're only able to give it but you can't take it, then you're a bit of a sad sack, I'd say. Cynical Jim, Isak's injured again because he's made of poppadoms. Well, I mean, a broken leg, I wouldn't quite say he's made of poppadoms, but hey, to each their own, Jim. Far post. It's going to be a corner, I think. No, it's kept in. Just about kept in. Brendan, that is some stat. United have not lost a game at Old Trafford when leading at half-time since 84. 1984 since United lost after leading. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul, ref. Well done. We'll have the foul there. Thank you, Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, we'll have that. Ben, why have I got half a feeling Spurs do Villa tonight? I absolutely think so as well. How's Bruno Fernandes complaining about that? Oh, he's such a wrong on him, isn't he? He loves a whinge him. As if he's done that. As if he's gone to the ref like... It's clear foul. Clear as day. Crystal clear. Szoboszlai free kick here for Liverpool. Come on. Nod this in. Oh, the room will erupt. Rio Engamoa about to enter the fray. Here we go. This lad can do it. This lad will start panicking these. They're going to panic. They're going to panic. Connor, why are you surprised he spends all the time greeting to the ref? He does, I know, mate. I'm not surprised. It's just like irritating, innit? Because I totally understand, like, for 50-50s, you might be a bit disgruntled and, oh, come on, ref. I never touched him. For a 50-50, fine. But he's literally gone and smashed into Wirtz there. Got none of the ball. And then he's got the gall to turn around and say to the ref, I can't believe that's a foul. Can't believe you've given that as a foul. That's in range for Szoboszlai, isn't it? It is. I do wonder whether he's going to go for it. I think he might, you know. It's far enough out that he can get it up and down here. Dominic Szoboszlai, do it for Liverpool. Come on, Dom. All is forgiven, Dom. We'll forget about the dreadlocks if this goes in. Dom with a strike straight into the wall. Poor. Shaw with the header clear. That's a foul. That's going to be a foul and a yellow card. Cynical Jim says that slight leg fracture was months and months ago. Months and months is questionable. He's been back since he's actually come back in. He's been fine. This is the first thing, and it's only a knock. He's back in a week. Frimpong off for Rio Engamoa. Any other changes for Liverpool forthcoming? I don't think so. Rio is going to stay on the right-hand side, it looks like. So it's Rio against Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is just starting to panic a little bit there, I think. Surprised they didn't get someone to shift it to the right there for him. Yeah, Brian Mbeumo's going off as well for Patrick Dorgu, who makes his comeback here for Man United. Dorgu, another bit of pace coming onto the pitch. That'll be a good out ball for United. We've got to be careful with the ball over the top here. He's very high, and although maybe Rio Engamoa coming on that side, Dorgu's to protect him. I think it might well be a double team that now. I think that's smart from United. They've maybe gone, listen, I think Rio Engamoa v Luke Shaw, he'll turn him apart, but Rio Engamoa versus Luke Shaw and Patrick Dorgu, I think you've got a chance there now. So he's going to double up. Shaw's on a yellow too. He is, yeah. Yeah. So I think that's what it is. It's going to be Dorgu more. They've got a double left-back situation now, United. Woodman getting up the pitch. Don't mess around with it here now. Last thing you need. Well done. Well done. Wonderful play. Better Liverpool. This is better. Ben says, I'm not crazy, but if I was an exec at Liverpool, I'd be in Marcel Alexander-Arnold's ear asking for his brother back. I'd take Trent back. I think he'd quite like to come back, if I'm honest. I think Trent would be delighted to return. Shaw, second yellow, incoming. Here's Dorgu. Good play from Dorgu. Back to Mainu. Cunha, great pass out wide to Shaw. United's first real foray forward. Far post, big chance. Oh, how's that got out to the edge of the box? Oh my God, how's that got all the way out to the edge of the box? And this fucker's scored every time. He always scores against us, this fella. 3-2 United. We've been absolutely robbed today by that referee. Absolutely robbed, but terrible defending again from Liverpool. Just as we're in the ascendancy, United managed to nick one on the counter. 3-2. 3-2. Disgusting. Disgusting. I'm sure the United fan, here we go, they're all flying back in now. Sing when you're winning. Not heard peep out of them for the last 30 minutes. But in they come again. In they come again. Liverpool go to sleep. United get a bit of luck. A lot of luck, let's call it that. A lot of luck. And it's 3-2. Nothing wrong with that. The ball comes back. It's just so poor at the back stick again. Poor from Kirkes. Poor from McAllister. McAllister is at fault. And to be honest, McAllister's at fault for all 3 goals today. All 3 goals are on Alexis McAllister. Shocking. Still humiliating though for United if they don't manage to win this as comfortable and as confidently as they were. 2-0 up. They should beat us. They should beat us. Canate, come on Liverpool. We've got these. We've got him. Rio out to the right hand side. Get at him. It's only Luke Shaw. Go on, lad. Curtis. What the fucking hell is that, Curtis Jones? What is that? Just brain dead. Just brain dead, some of the stuff that we're doing. Just stupid. McAllister again. How many times has he done that this season too? A poor clearance or pass at the edge of the box. Poor clearance, giving away a goal. Yeah, it's this. This is it. This is it. Alexis McAllister, the biggest fall-off I have ever seen from a player. Quite literally the biggest fall-off. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Here's McAllister again, giving the ball away. No surprise there. No surprise there. David the Jewel says, Liverpool deserve this cause of you. It's not very nice, mate. A bit harsh. Ball inside to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai back out. Canate. Here's Rio. Why is Canate going that far forward, lad? What are you doing? That's silly. That's silly from Liverpool. That's so silly. And they're in here now. They're in. This is a massive chance for United. Dorgu, claim for a penalty. Get up. Get up, soft lad. Never touched you. Never touched. That's a foul, ref. That's a foul and a red card. Bruno Fernandes, red card, ref. Let's get him off. Let's get him off. That's a red. That is a clear red. That is a red card. There's going to be a VAR on this. Let's get him off. VAR. Get Bruno Fernandes off here. VAR. Absolutely shocking. He's done him there. He's done him. Watch this. Watch this from Bruno Fernandes. He catches him high. Look at this. Oh, that's shocking. That's shocking tackle. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. VAR. VAR. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at this one. Bruno Fernandes, red possibility. Get him off the pitch. That's sickening. Sickening, that. Should be off. What a surprise. Ref doesn't even look at it. What a surprise. I mean, he was never going to, was he, after the debacle in the first half. Liverpool driving forward now with Kirkes. Out to the left-hand side. Here's Rio. Go on, lad. Get at him. Get at him. Hit it. Rio. Ayah. Bastard. Should be a red, says Amla set. I know, yeah. Should be a red. Last 10 minutes. Liverpool have been done by the referee many times today. That's another example of it. City of North Hill says Saka isn't the only one who can break ankles. Get him, Bruno. Exactly. Exactly. Lucky, lucky boy. I hate Liverpool, but how is that not a red? Wow, exactly. Yeah. And Connor says should be passing that. Yeah, Rio should have passed it. Again, Liverpool fans will make the argument. Listen, here's how you know the disingenuous clickbait Liverpool fans. After this game, there'll be Liverpool fans who'll say, if we started Rio, we won that game. Szoboszlai again. Fucking hell, Liverpool. Yeah, Rio doesn't make a difference to Liverpool winning or losing this. Not a single thing. Curtis Jones ball in. Terrible. Edge of the box. Gravenberg. What the fucking hell is that? What on earth is that? Oh my God. Oh my God, Curtis Jones. Ben, I love his dynamism. Rio's our only direct attacker in the whole squad. He is, but he just... I mean, one, he can't play 90 minutes. He can't play 90 minutes. We know that. We've seen that this season. So it's either one of them where you look at it and go, does he do the first 60 or the first 50? Because he was goosed after 50 minutes against Spurs. Does he do the first 50 or does he do the last 20, last 30? And I think Slot's made the right decision with bringing him on late on. Against tired legs, that's a big call. And if Liverpool could defend or the referee could make the right decision, we'd be at the very least in front today. Or at the very least level, sorry. Maybe in front. Unlucky today. Szoboszlai. Gotta win that one. Well done. Bruno Fernandes there having a go at the ref. Get him booked and off. Here's Rio. Inside. Gakpo. Strike. Too easy that. Straight at the keeper. What was Curtis trying to do there? Connor says Rio's a good young talent, but you can't rely on young players like him. No, agreed. Very much agreed. City of North Hill, I'll never understand Liverpool fans who still glaze Salah but hate Slot. I understand them. I know where they're coming from. I know exactly where they're coming from. They're the exact type of fans who won't be Liverpool fans in another 12 months' time. They'll be wearing a Chelsea shirt or something else. Ben says, that's not me saying we'd have win with him starting, because I don't believe that, but it's refreshing seeing an attacker of ours run at opposing defenders. Yeah, we need to, that's a big problem for us, isn't it? That's why I can't be too critical of the manager, because we need wingers who will be able to get their boots white. We don't have that. That's a big, big factor in why teams are able to play the way they are. Connor says, let's get a prediction. Extra mins if you're still here. Xerxes about to come on for United. What on earth is going on here again? Dorgu. Come on, Curtis. Well done. Keep it in if you can. Got to keep it in. Vert, well done. Szoboszlai. Fucking giving it away again. Too easy. Far too easy. Swifty, was that a sign-on chant I heard? Probably, yeah. Yeah, poverty chanting from Manchester. If you've been to Manchester, believe me, poverty is far worse there than it is in Liverpool. But again, it's also a bit grim anyway, isn't it? Doing poverty chanting. Here's Rio Ngamo, wonderful play in the area. Oh, just a little bit too heavy, that final touch from Rio. Unlucky. Ben says, club absolutely culpable for letting our winger situation get to this. Diaz left, and we signed 2 number 9s and no winger. Mental behaviour. Yeah, agreed. Very much agreed. Connor says, Key, do you think any of it is down to management tactics or lack of mentality for the pool players? I think it's probably a mix of everything. I think it's a mix of all those things, plus the fact that the players just aren't good enough maybe anymore. I think there's seven or eight players who'll leave Liverpool in the summer. Yeah, There was 6 or 7 who left last summer. There'll be 6 or 7 who leave this summer. You can't change a third of your squad and expect to be challenging for the title. No team ever does that, has ever done that, and we won't be the first. Chiesa's come on for Canate here. So, positive change for Slot in the last few minutes. We've got to go for it. Long ball forward. Gravenberch's gone all the way back to the centre of defence here. Foul for Liverpool. Well done. Here we go. Alexis McAllister. You've not got all the time in the world, lad. Come on. Kirker's driving forward. Here we go. Jake Hartman, who do you reckon leaves then, Key? We've done the numbers many times. It usually comes out around 8 to 10 actually. But Robertson's going. As it stands, Canate is going. I hope he doesn't. Allison might well be going, but that's 3. Fully expect Joe Gomez goals, so there's 4. Then you go into midfield, you're looking at Curtis Jones probably goes, McAllister maybe, Endo definitely. And then you're into the attackers. Almost certainly Mo Salah's going and Chiesa's going, so there's 9. And then there's some other kind of questionable ones as well within that, but 9 I think is an absolute, maybe 8, maybe 7 to 8, like I said. Maybe McAllister stays, maybe Curtis Jones stays. So then you're still looking around the 7 to 8 mark. "90 seconds of normal time here. Ben, how much do you think we get Maka for in the summer then? At this point, I'd take what we paid for him. If anyone wants to pay 40, 50 million for McAllister, I think he could get a bargain if he gets back to what he was. But yeah, I would personally take 50 million for him. If you get 50 million for McAllister, you've done all right. Here's Xerxes for United. Out wide to Ahmad. Ali says, and people say United won't do good in the Champions League. Do you think this is the standard in the Champions League? I think you're miles wrong, mate. You'll play better teams than Liverpool in the Champions League, believe me. City of Northfield, Dalot got plenty of starts under Amorim. He isn't ever going to be what he might have been. Blake says there's a player in McAllister. There is a player in McAllister, but I can't tell you how bad he's been this season. He has been a massive problem for Liverpool. And even today, I think he's been at fault for every single one of the goals. Albeit, the second goal shouldn't have stood anyway, but he's still at fault for every single one of them. He's been shit enough this season, I've completely forgotten any of the good he did before. It's a shame, because he is a really good player. 5 minutes of added on time. And he's not old, he's not past it, but I think he's... Maybe it's an environment thing. Sometimes, maybe he's craving a Spanish environment, a new voice, I don't know. But I certainly wouldn't be changing the manager to keep hold of Alexis McAllister, put it that way. Four minutes. 4 minutes we've got for one chance. We need one. If we get one, I think we take it. Bruno Fernandes. Look at the state of Bruno Fernandes. Look at the state of Bruno Fernandes. Yeah, you stay down there, Bruno. You stay. Look, he's up. He's up again. Oh, he's up. He's up. He was... No, bring the stretcher on. I can't believe he's still down. Oh, come on. Van Dijk out wide to the left. Inside. Pull back. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky that. Kirk has pulled it back. So close. So close. Look at the state of Bruno Fernandes. Look at the state of him. Here's Gravenberch. Over to Van Dijk. Inside to McAllister. Come on, Macca. Just keep hold of the ball, lad. I don't want you to do anything special with it. Just keep hold of it. Inside to Curtis. 3 minutes left. Wirtz. Curtis. Macca. Find a white shirt, lad. Don't give it to McAllister. Curtis. Don't give it to Curtis either. He's given away as much as McAllister today. Come on. Wirtz. Go on, Flo. Get at him. It's only Luke Shaw. It's only Luke Shaw. Szoboszlai. Gravenberch. Get it out to Rio on that side. Better. Better. Rayu the Immortal. Hey up, mate. New to your channel. Was watching the Forest reaction the other day. I'm a United fan. And I got to tell you, you've been lucky to get 2 goals out of us today, I swear. Oh, good to see you, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. Lovely to see you. We've got plenty of United fans who are regulars here. Here's Wirtz. Go on, out wide to the left. Kerkez. Got to get the right ball here. Got to get the right ball. Stand it. Good lad. Oh, Van Dijk. Oh, it was there. For that moment, it was there. Don't dive in. Don't dive in. That's a foul, referee, and a Liverpool free kick. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. PDM says you can still accuse Bruno of being the biggest crybaby of the 21st century. Ah, no kidding. Lucky United to strike again. We've got 60 seconds left here. It's still humiliating this for United. They'll treat it as an absolute wow. But at the end of the day, they've needed a Liverpool. They've needed an apology. They've needed an apology from the PGMOL to beat Liverpool today with half a squad. That's the reality. They've needed an apology to actually beat us. Let's remember that. An apology has won the day for United. There you go. Rice is the goal, says Bruno should have had a red. Yeah, Bruno should have been sent off. And it should have been 2-2. Should have been 2-2. Inevitably, it's not going to be... It's going to be a United win. Bruno Fernandes walking off the pitch slowly with a yellow card. They should send him off. They should send him off. Get him off the pitch. Rayu says, what we're seeing here is 2 shit teams. In my opinion, I'm surprised it's 3-2. I agree. Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's 2 really poor sides with not really anything to play for. Let's be honest. There's only really personal pride, let's call it, on the line here. Both teams will qualify for the Champions League. There's not really anything to play for. It's 2 quite poor sides, and ultimately that's it. There's not really anything riding on it. Chance for United. Skied it. Skied it. PDM says Carrick deserves to be Man United's permanent manager. I agree, and hopefully, I'm rooting for him. I'm absolutely rooting for him. Is the referee going to give Liverpool an extra 60 seconds or so to get it more? No, he's not. 3-2, United win. United win. Very disappointing, it must be said. United sneak it. They sneak it. It was a PGMOL win for United. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. United have won via an apology from the PGMOL. And it will be an apology. Liverpool will get one in the next couple of days. We'll see it. Rayu says, I do agree. Bruno was lucky to get a yellow, but that's football. It is. It is. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. It is football, and it's the same as well for the handball. Sesko handballs it, the ball goes in, Liverpool will get an apology in a couple of days for that, but that's football. Beast Snow, why in God's name do you give that to Delo on that attack? That's it. Yeah. No, I agree. I absolutely agree. And listen, we'll be back tonight. We'll do all of the post-match, the old post-match dissection of this. We'll talk about all the whys and wherefores. We'll, I'm sure, go through the handball decision, the decision not to send Bruno Fernandes off. We'll cover all that tonight in the build-up to Aston Villa against Tottenham. I'm live for that at 6:30. That's a big game as well. We now need Villa to drop points. And I think they will. I think Spurs will get a result there, you know. Yeah, I think United will probably sneak third now. And I think Liverpool and Villa will fight it out for fourth and fifth. And truth be told, there's not really any difference between fourth, fifth and third. It kind of is just what it is. You'll get Champions League footy and that's it. So, happy enough. Happy enough. Jake Hartman says, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. VAR are consistent at being inconsistent. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. Very, very inconsistent from VAR. But, listen, United battered us first half. I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, United probably were the better team in the first half. Well, not probably. They were the better team in the first half. I think Liverpool were the better team in the second half. It was a game of two halves. And unfortunately for Liverpool, we've had two very, very big decisions go against us. And those are often the fine margins that decide games. So, yeah. Listen, it is what it is. Not really all that much to talk about beyond a huge, terrible decision from the referee. Well, it's not even the ref, it's VAR. The referee got the Bruno decision wrong. But again, I'm pointing it at VAR. VAR have made a couple of howlers there today. Egyptonicus, it's never a handball, mate. I don't know what you're seeing. I'm sorry, but I just don't see it. It's not what I'm seeing. It's what everybody in the chat is seeing. Genuinely, mate, you're in the minority. Everybody in the chat, even United fans, have gone back on. They originally saw it. They said, nah, Key, that's not handball. Sky Sports have slowed it down and zoomed in. You see the ball change direction. You see it change direction. It hits his fingers, changes direction, and goes in. It's absolutely a handball. It's 1,000,000% a handball. It's not even in debate that it's a handball. Even Gary Neville said it was a handball. But he said, oh, well, yeah, it is. It does hit his hand, but it's not enough to rule it out. I mean, that doesn't quite work, does it, Gary? If it hits his hand, then it doesn't matter whether it's enough or not. It's hit his hand and it's gone out. Yeah, it's gone into the goal. That's handball. That's how it works. So there you go. Right. We will be back tonight for Aston Villa against Tottenham Hotspur. What do we think of that one? Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur. Can Tottenham get the win they need to climb out of the relegation zone? Big, big game for Spurs. Big game for Villa, to be honest. In between Nottingham Forest's Europa League semi-final. They obviously lost at the City Ground on Thursday. And we're watching them on Thursday night at Villa Park in the second leg. Forest, will they rotate against Chelsea tomorrow? I think they might. Even though they're fighting relegation, I think they might rotate. I actually think Villa might rotate a little bit tonight as well. There's not really awful lot riding on it for Villa. They know they've got Champions League football. They will be focusing mega on that Europa League semi-final second leg. I think Spurs might just edge it tonight. But we'll see. I'll be back in about an hour's time. 6:30. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. I'll be back at 6:30. 1 hour's time. We'll go through all the post-match reaction to this. By that time, maybe some of you will have had a look at the handball again. Let's have a look at the handball again. Make sure you've had a good look at it. And we can agree by that point that it absolutely did hit his hand. But let's see tonight. Spurs, Villa. I'll catch you all in an hour. Take it easy. If you've not already, do me a favour. Leave a like on the video and subscribe if you enjoyed the live. If you want to see more of these, I'm live every single day. All throughout the World Cup. No one is doing more game watch-alongs at the World Cup than me. I'll be live for every single one of them. Even the big Egypt v Iran game at 4 a.m. We'll be live for every single one of them. Right, take it easy, everyone. See you later. See you in about an hour's time.